Okay, so my name is Ravi, and I'm currently doing my master's in Aerospace Engineering from Concordia University. And this is my first year, my third semester probably. Okay, yes. So yeah, I joined the course in winter 2018. So I came the previous December, and my class started in January. So then one of the questions I was asked to address was when and why did you first thought of joining masters and abroad? So I mean, I want to tell you that always whatever you're looking for, always have backup options. This was not I was looking for, but it was my backup option since I was doing my bachelor's in aerospace engineering, and so I was looking for jobs. And then yes, we all knew that there are more opportunities for engineers, especially aerospace engineers in abroad, since most of the companies operating throughout the world are mostly American, North American, and Europe side. So yeah, that was one of my choices. That's what led me here. So then the courses, the preparation, test preparations, the usually what is required by any university in Canada is your IELTS, that is to know that you're proficient enough in English to communicate, to understand your courses. And second would be some of the universities like University of Toronto and University of British Columbia, I think so, also require GRE. So yeah, if you are planning to go to University of Toronto and universities like that, you will require a GRE score. Otherwise, you just require your IELTS to be there. IELTS or TOEFL, anything is accepted. Okay. And so I gave IELTS. My overall band score was 7.5, nothing less than 7. And so I prepared in 15 days and I gave my exam because I was lacking time because the university deadlines were very close. And so I think the best preparation site, according to me, would be there's a site called www.ielsliz.com. It's IELTSLIZ.com. It's she's a lady from I think UK, and she teaches very brilliantly. I think the concept that she has explained were very good and helped me in the exam. So I think you should do that, and you should also practice the questions that are usually given in the along the book that is sent to you once you register for your IELTS exam. But yes, and then you can use all the tools available online like YouTube and go and do practice problems. That will really help you. The questions given in the book are quite difficult, but when you go to an exam and sit in an exam, the questions are very easy. So I think if you've already done the questions that are there on YouTube, then it will probably help you. Okay, then I would want to discuss about applications, admits, and finalizing university. So usually application fees for any university is minimum around $100, which is equivalent to 5,000 Indian rupees. Since $1 in Canada is equivalent to 50 point something. So yes, and you can pay this fees via any card, Visa, Mastercard, and usually they charge some money. But if I remember correctly, I paid 6,000 for my application fees, and I just applied to one university, which is Concordia, since not all the universities offer aerospace engineering. So yeah, that happened, and then the admits in Canada are usually in three terms. Like there is winter, there is fall, and there is summer. So winter starts in January, fall starts somewhere in September, and summer is your April. Yeah, in May basically. Your courses will start in May, and you will have to uh, yeah, you will have to take the courses then. Uh, okay, so finalizing university, I think it's all about going for the best university that there is. Please look for top 5 or 10 universities in any country wherever you plan to do it, no matter it's Australia, New Zealand, Singapore, Canada, or US. But please, like if you're doing it abroad, please make sure that you do it at a place which is recognized, which is good, the teaching is good, and if it's in the top 5 or top 10, it's really good for you. I think it will help you build your profile, give you a good experience. You know how professors teach, what kind of the competition would be healthy. You would see the all the peers in your class would be well versed. They would help you explain better. The library, all the facilities at the universities would be pretty good. Anyhow, all the universities, if you compare it with India, are very excellent, and they offer a lot of services for free. They do counseling and all sorts of stuff to help you ease. And some of the questions that I get offline is, I want to pursue my master's, but I want to do, should I take a thesis course or a non-thesis course? For a thesis course in a good university, you need very high GPA. The first thing that a professor looks, because thesis is under a professor, you have a supervisor to do your thesis. So yes, you will need good scores, very good scores. I think the main thing comes down to, because IELTS is very easy and everybody gets 7, 7.5 or 8. I've had friends who got 8 but still couldn't get into universities in Canada because their GPA was less. So I encourage you, people who are in second year, third year, whichever year you are, please make sure that your GPA is above 7, and the higher it is, the best. It's more suitable for you and will help you a lot. So yes, please make sure that you focus on your studies. If you want to do masters abroad, please take it seriously. Take it seriously in the sense that study and get good grades. So that will help. That's the major part. And then yes, some people write papers and publish them. I encourage you to do that, but take a topic seriously and then do a proper research. Don't writing reviews paper can help, but not so much. I have 2 review papers, but I didn't know at that time. I don't know if it helped, but yes, I am here, so I think it helped. Then yeah, your SOP. Your SOP is one of the main things. A majority of it is reflected when you write something, because the recruiters don't actually get to see you, but they see what you are through your SOP and your CV, right? And your publications, they see your work. Everybody wants to see your work. And so in SOP, it's a good chance that you can reflect yourself to the very best by the words. Okay, don't try to over exaggerate things, but yes, please be concise. I think it's a 800 word SOP, which is standard. And you can find a lot of SOPs online, but the ones that are online are of people who might have not got selected, and people who get selected, they don't usually share their SOP because it's a very private thing. It's about describing your journey, your story, because everybody has their own story. Please come, be true, but tell the universities why you want to actually do your master's in a given field, what drives you. Okay, so I think if you do that, it shouldn't be much of a problem. Then coming to visa experience, I did not take any help from any consultant or anywhere else, but the visa process was very easy. So right now, my university, Concordia University, is in Montreal, which is in the Quebec province. So for studying in Quebec, you need to have something called CAQ. It's called Quebec Acceptance Certificate, which is only required for people who are going to live in Quebec. So if you have already got an admit in Quebec or a university in Quebec, for example, McGill, Concordia University, Sherbrooke, Polytechnico, the Montreal. So yeah, you will need that. And also in Quebec, French is mostly spoken. So if you're coming to Canada and if you're looking to stay in Montreal, then you should learn French, at least basics of French. It'll help you communicate, because everything, all the road signs, and all the other things are in French. Even most of the universities here, they teach in French. Some of the courses are in French. So if you know a little bit of it, that will help you. Uh, and then coming to, yeah, so visa, you'll actually, it's very easy. You can actually go to cic.gc.ca, and you can fill out the application form online, or you can go via offline. It's I think there's, if you go to VFS Canada, it's a recognized company to file your visa offline, and they charge you the same amount of fees. I think 300 400 rupees extra in India, and they take your passports and they file your visa, and then once the passport has got once the visa is filed and is accepted, the passport is then couriered back to your house, and they even inform you at each and every step of your visa file as to what's the progress of it. So you can check that. Then coming to student life, the life is pretty good, but yes, the courses are very intense. There are assignments, projects, midterms, and finals, and the semester lasts just 4 months. And you have to take, like, at least in Concordia, you have to take 2 courses to be registered as a full-time student. And in universities like McGill, you have to be registered to at least 4 courses to be registered as a full-time student. If you're not registered as a full-time student, you don't get the benefits of the student permit that you've got. That is, which allows you to work 20 hours a week, and so that right is basically not given to you if you're not a full-time registered student. So yes, I would say that when you come, just look, it's all about research, the course that you like, the university that you like. Go to the university, find out everything about it, and if you have any doubt, I think it's best to email the university, the admissions office, and they're very helpful people. They reply you back with your query, and they actually tell you, not exactly, they wouldn't be telling you that if you tell them that my profile is there, should I be applying? That's not what they will be able to tell you. But yes, if you have any other doubts, any queries that are relevant to the university, yes, they will be able to help you out with that. And yes, sometimes it is good to get in touch with professors. So while you're working in your undergrad courses, you might be doing projects in your final year program, and you like get stuck somewhere, and then you refer and research and then read papers from professors, and you do some work on it. And so you might as well, their email address is available on the internet on the university website. So yes, you can track them down, and you can send them an email with your paperwork, and let's see if they accept. Some of the times the professor here get 1,000 emails a day, so they don't even read all of them. But yeah, I think some of them do, and if they like your work, they might as well take you. And that will be a good thing, because the professor, if you're under a thesis course, the professor pays you for your entire not entire course, but yes, I think the maximum, it goes up to $12,000 a year. That's roughly 6 lakhs in Indian rupees. So if the fees is around $28,000, you actually earned half of it. You don't have to pay. But again, for getting into thesis course, your grades have to be really good, and you should show that you are into research. So that, because once you complete your masters, the professor look forward to seeing you in the PhD course and get the major part done from you. Then, yeah, so apart from that, student life is good. I mean, you can work. There is the libraries and the universities are very clean, very good place to be in. Especially the one that I am in, I really like the place. It's in downtown. McGill and Concordia are hardly 10 minutes apart, and both are good universities, and nobody cares. You can actually go and sit in any class that you like. And so usually what we do is before the start of semester. So let's say we like 3 or 4 courses, we go sit in those classes, we see how the professor is, how the course is it really interesting, and then you take up the course. Okay, sometimes the classes are very full because either the teacher is good or the course is a little easier, so people try to up their GPA. Okay,